Welcome to Qoobee Learning English. In today's lessons, we'll be covering comparative and superlative, or we are called adjective for comparisons. Before we start, I need you to review what are adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. An adjective can give us information such as the size or age of a noun. Adjective can also tell us someone's opinions about a noun or describe how someone is feeling. Let's begin with the comparative adjective. We use comparative adjectives to compare only two people, places, or things. Comparative adjectives tell us how one noun is different from the other. For example, Jessica is taller than Mary. How are comparative adjectives formed in English? It depends on how many syllables the adjective has. For one syllable adjective, we add er to the adjective. For example, short become shorter if the adjective ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant patterns. We double the final consonants before adding er. For example, big becomes bigger. If two syllable adjective that end in y, we change y to I and add er. For example, hungry becomes hungrier and noisy become noisier. For adjectives that are two syllables or more, we use the word more before the adjective. For example, modern becomes more modern. Expensive become more expensive. The most common sentence patterns for the adjective in English is subject plus verb plus comparative adjective plus than plus object. Look at the example of comparative in the sentence. The yellow house is bigger than the pink house. The next is superlative adjective. We use superlative adjective to compare three or more people, places, or things. Superlative tell us how one noun is different from the rest. For example, the watch is expensive. The fridge is more expensive, but the car is the most expensive. So, how we form the superlative adjective in English is similar to comparative adjective. It depends on how many syllables the adjective has. For one-syllable adjective, we add the and the est to the adjective. For example, short become the shortest. If the adjective ends in a consonant-vowel-consonant patterns, we double the final consonants before adding est. For example, big become the biggest. For a two-syllable adjective that end in y, we change y to I and then add est. For example, hungry become the hungriest, and noisy become the noisiest. For adjectives that are two-syllable or more, we use the word the most before adding into the adjective. For example, modern become the most modern, and expensive become the most expensive. The most common sentence patterns for the superlative adjective in English is subject plus verb plus the plus superlative adjective plus object. Let's look at the example of superlative in the sentence. The turtle is the slowest animal in the zoo. Some comparative and superlative adjectives in English don't follow the usual rules. These are called exceptions. For example, Matthew is good at English. The adjective good becomes better in comparative form. Linda is better than Matthew and become the best in superlative form. Daniel is the best in English class. This table below gives you some irregular adjectives for comparisons. Now, we will move to the practice sections. Practice 1. Look at the pictures. Use adjectives for comparisons to complete the sentence. For example, the bunny is the shortest. Now it's your turn. The answer is the bunny is shorter than the horse. Now it's your turn. The answer is the horse is taller than the bunny, but the giraffe is the tallest. Practice 2. Look at the adjective. Write the correct form. For example, high become the highest. Now it's your turn. The answer is the most famous. Now it's your turn. The answer is angrier. And the answer is more intelligence.